Hello everybody, this is Derek with Programming with Derek. On this video I will show you how to create a web scraper to scrape links off of a web page using Python. So let's get going. So we're going to start with grabbing the libraries that we'll need. So the first one, we are going to import URL-lib, and that's what we're going to use in order to actually pull the data off of the web page. And then we need to process the data. So for that, we're going to use a library called Beautiful Soup. And so from BS4, we're going to import Beautiful Soup. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and create a variable. We're going to call that R, just because I feel like using R for the variable name. And we're going to say urllib.request.url_open. And we're going to grab that from, let's use the US Census Bureau site. So we're going to do www.census.gov/programs-surveys/popest.html. All right. And then we are going to create a soup variable, and we're going to set that to Beautiful Soup. And we're just going to use R, and we're going to use LXML. LXML, as far as a parser, is very fast. It's also forgiving, so if there's errors on the website, it will go ahead and handle those a lot better than other parsing options will. So next thing after that, we're going to create a variable. We're just going to call that all links, and we are going to just set that to an array. And then we're going to say for link in soup.find all. So we're going to find all anchor tags. And we are going to say temp string is equal to link.get. I want the href value. So this is where you have, or href property, I should say. And so this is where you have a href equals yada yada. So I'm going to have that in there. And then I'm going to say if is instance of a string. So I want to make sure that what I am processing and parsing out is indeed a string before I start trying to mess with it using string operations. Otherwise I could get some errors there. So now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say if that temp string variable has HTTP as the very first item that it sees, so starts at position 0, then I'm going to go ahead and just put that on the array. I'm going to say all links.append temp string. Now, there is a possibility that it's a relative link. So I'm going to say else if the very first item is a slash, /, then I'm also going to check if the length is long enough for us to even look at it. So I want to make sure that it's greater than 1. And if both of those conditions are true, I'm going to go ahead and say all links.append, but this time I want to put some, make that relative link into a full link. And so gov and plus temp string. All right. And now I've actually done everything I need in order to lift all of the links. So now let's do some cleanup, because there's a possibility, in fact in this case there are, duplicate links, so let's remove those. And so we're going to come in here, we're going to declare a variable of I equal to 0. And we are going to say that while I is less than length of all links, then we are going to say j is equal to I plus 1, because we want to start one position forward. And we are going to say while j is less than the length of all dot links. And I know there's likely a better way of doing this, but this gets the point across, so I chose this way. And so now I'm going to say if all links at position I is equal to all links at position j, then I want to go ahead and pop that duplicate link off. Oops. And at position j. Now, by popping it off, I've of course changed the size of the array. So I only want to go ahead and move forward if I've not popped something off. And so I'm going to say j is equal to j plus 1. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say I is equal to I plus 1. Now I want to write that out to a file, so I'm going to say f equals open. F is what I'm going to call my file. And I'm going to call that census length, or my file variable, I should say. And I'm going to call my file censuslinks.csv. And I'm going to go ahead and give that write permissions. Write and create permissions, I should say. And now for link in all links, I'm going to go ahead and write link, and then I'm going to add a new line character on that. All right, and once that's all done, I'm going to go ahead and close that file up. Okay, so now we have our code. Let's go ahead and try running this, and we'll come up here and just hit play. And when I do that, looks like I just had a little typo in here. So I meant to put beautiful soup, I put beautiful soup. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to correct that, and going to try running that again. And this is just part of the debugging process as we go down there. Again, looks like I had another typo in there, and I'm sure you, as the one watching this video, saw all of this. I missed it as I was typing. So now I'm going to come in here, correct that, and we'll try one more time. Now I see that it ran without a problem. So that is great news. Let's come in here and we will grab that document, and bear with me here for just a moment. Just on my different screen here. All right. And here we go. All right, so that is opening up in a CSV document. And so in this case, it opens up in Excel. And here we are with all of our links. And it links to all of the census.gov sites, and it also links to other sites like Facebook and Twitter. And so you could definitely take this further, and you could essentially use the same process recursively, and you could go into each link. As you can see, that can get a little bit dangerous in that if you're going off to another site, Facebook, Twitter, things can just keep going on and on and on, further and further and deeper. So if you do decide to do something like that, you may want to go ahead and put some additional logic in there so that you're just staying on one site, or maybe you're only going a certain depth into it before you go ahead and just say, okay, I'm not going any further. So some things to keep in mind when you're doing web scraping. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking the time. I encourage you to expand on this program. Please go ahead and comment. Also, please like the video and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will continue to have more things coming. And most of all, keep learning. Thank you very much.